of playing to the D of so you just play to 5 points. But I don't think it needs to short score at this point. Just take your maximum, go into the bag, pick first 7, and continue the game. Okay, we can see him packing again. I don't know. Like you said, we don't know what's going on in the mind. But can we guess whether if he's doubting the word at this stage?
It's very possible. We understand considering the amount of pressure that these players are under. It's possible he's doubting the word.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. He has to also play. The time for this event is just 20 minutes, and wow, I can see him doing fattened. That means he must be doubting that we presumed. Wow. All right, he did fattened. I'm sure it's called a bulkload of points, about 20 points from that move. Yeah. All right, Doko with JIVD OPS. I'm sure he's going to do jived to Victor did that. Doubting, defatted. Defat is actually a word, just fated, defat. Can go to defatted, fat from an animal. All right, Doko did his top move like we all expected, jived to any of the E's, and it kept POS. Beautiful find, beautiful balance. Wow. Victor has drawn the second blank game. It should also bingo in this turn, but are we expecting to see the best move? I never can tell. All right, looks like no bingo in this turn. All right, I'm sure it's going to take time again to decide what it's going to do. Looking at the D float, looking at the N float or fattened, it may be pressed to play funny. You never can tell.
Yes, it's very possible. I mean, we saw that yesterday in the John Ayedun game. It was a very, very sad loss yesterday.
Yeah.
I think if he's going to waste time on this turn, then I think it's going to be defensive. But then do you have to be defensive at this point in the game when you already have a lead to an extent, and then you have the second blank, which means if you draw very well on your next turn, you should bingo.
Basically, you're right. I don't think that's necessary now. Looking at the first score, he scored 72 instead of 94, and he missed extra 22 points, and that's a buckload of points missed there. I hope that doesn't haunt him as the game progresses. But looking at this rack, if you can't, it's looking cool and pretty cool for him to actually seal the game if he plays well.
Yes.
We saw him having top move from Oho or Hobo there, but those words take heads. Maybe thinking of doing Oho alone, but that doesn't take heads to just constrain that side. He's taking his time. I don't think you should be taking too much time on this rack just because you have the blank, decide your move, go through the blank, designate the blank with all the letters and just make your move. I saw him arrange UBs not quite long.
Yes. And it's possible he's looking for a big move, which we do not see any on this rack. So, and it's going to be very sad to see if only at this age.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's Bohemian. So assuming he has one of the what's called Bohemian. So I think the two O's are just like disturbing him.
Yes.
There's an N float on the board, so assuming he has maybe an N, he could have done Bohemian or Bohemians. All right, and it only plays to a T, and of course there's a T on the board. Oh, it's not open yet. All right.
Wow.
The scores are still close. There's 20 difference for George's lead, for Victor's lead, sorry. I just like the way Doko plays. It's very calm on stream. You can't predict his move. You can't predict what he's about to do. It's just giving a poker face.
Yes, I mean, for a player at his level, one of the things that have contributed to success today is just his, cool and calm nature. It's very good. Training, you understand. It's always
Yeah, beautiful. Okay, yes, committed boho now. So if he can do blank already on his rack, so that's understandable. That means he actually
here.
testing.
And I really hope it doesn't cost him at the later stage.
All right. Beautiful. Will translation, he did jog for 22 points. Looks like it's too early for him to burn his S. He needs to bingo to get back in the game. And quickly, George picked the best tiles he could have imagined after keeping IE blank. Godwin picked Rants and he played Retinas immediately to Bulls for 80 points. And got back to Doko quickly. Foibs and EU, because the ball is going to be kind of conditioned for hairs. So he played Voibs. I think that's a top move for 40 points. Yeah. Godwin needs to move with QUINLR hairs. Wow. The O came at the right time for him there, and indeed coin 68, been a good rack leave of SL. All right. Victor didn't make his first move in the first round, but he just picking carries and having a good run in this game already. Didn't by about 130 points. Wow. That's what Scrabble can be. You never can tell that it's not basically if you play your perfect of quite cool for all your round, all the moves, you might still be able to lose the game if you don't draw well.
Yes, Godwin Victor has been picking very well, but at this stage, he has this or no else to go with it.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much with one lead, you want to Ziba, okay, slowly. I'm sorry for the break in transmission, but we'll catch up quickly real soon. So Doko did I for that turn for 29 points, the second best move for so that I can keep his T. And with the rack of some clunky tiles, um, Victor did green immediately to shed them, and it's back to Doko's turn to move. All right, scoring track is O O O O C E F. I think let's put that there. T E V. I think he scratched at this turn to keep T E. Maybe you just keep the turn for him, and the game is back to Victor to move. WS ZLXGT at rack. No, no, see that. Yeah, yeah. Victor moved wet for 30 points immediately. One 143, 293, 150 lead. Wow. Doko is to move muted E. I don't think he has any bingo in this turn. But we've seen the limit for the 5 points, 3G. That's top quack move. I hope he's able to find that. Okay, opted for dime for 37, 15 head, dime to the eye. Okay, the eye he played, he just connected the D to it to play dime. Beautiful move, 37 points. And now George, Victor is able to begin Vowel to up his situation. I think he can do Zex to that retinas, ZEX, and block the E and the R floats. His back is ZLG, SEST, ZLG, and Sext. George is cruising in this game. Godwin is cruising in this game. I think he can be able to keep the tempo. The board is quite open, so he does not need to be thinking of blocking. Zex here blocks the R and E of retina. There's a space for points there. Togo does introduce an E towards the lower part for any bingo ending with E there. I think Doko is pretty much in this game. Just one 10-point lead. Any error from Victor, maybe playing the phony, can cost him this game. All right, he's planning to do Zex. I think that's the best move, 45 points. Or Sext. I think Aaron says before, maybe there's a plan he has before changing his mind. Maybe he wanted to block the point. The Sext takes an ING, so that's not a too cool move. This is a beautiful move for 45 points. I'm committed already. Consider the time. Victor is lagging by 3 minutes. I think he should be able to play the game with the 9 minutes left on the track. Doko is Alvin, HOUTLEN now to move. Not looking too promising to play bingo, yeah. And I don't know if he want to block the E he just introduced because he has to let this game be free for bingo to bring him back into the game. So he's going for the second top move from Kwaku, Taos, 28, beautiful find. Not minding his rack leave. The rack will adjust himself later on. Yeah, we can see Victor arranging something. Okay. Hang. That looks like hang there. Or mang there. Oh, that's hang. Or is it H? He's taking it back. Oh, he's doing glam. Yeah, right. Doing glam there. 24 points. All right. Oh my God. This lead is Mass Victor. Doko is to move now with Wheel, HIN. So he moved well and kept HIN there. Beautiful move too. Victor is back to a vowelless rack, but I'm sure he's going to do something with this. It's not pretty much hard for him to decide what's going to do with this. Can see him doing tiny, beautiful find, LRST, he has killed the coin space. All he needs to do now is to kill the E of dime, and I feel it's cool. Tiny, 25 points. I'm sure he has committed that already. All right. The game is going pretty much easy. Time on the turns, just playing. Which OB ring? Still not looking promising for a bingo. Wow. I know he needs a bingo badly, but it's not gelling. There are pretty much places to play bingo. The E of dime, there's SWAT and there's SWAT right there behind. Then you can handle some bingos with a vowel to the two G's, AG, GI or GO, and still give him a bingo. He needs the bingo to come into the game, at least to reduce the cumulative spread. But sometimes I just think you just need to score and move on. This HO now, or HA wants to play for the 14 hand, will be constraining himself, you know, it's terrible. Scrabble decisions making very, very tough. It's very, very tough business. On the other hand, this will be a massive loss for Doko if he's able to land this, and the tiles are less than 25. Okay, he has committed HO. Not too bad. Locking in his own E that we need later on in the game. No problem. We expect Lunas to come down quickly for Victor. There should be no much time. Lunas, Billions, or lanes, 69 points. Increase your lead. Oh, there's a green there. We didn't spot that. A green looks safer. Lunas, a green, but it's not saying that, so it's opting for Orleans. Orleans opens an E very close to the triple. Lunas look cool. I expect him to do that. Yeah, change to Lunas. So he's not seeing a green. These are the little things we actually expect the Masters players to be able to spot on stream. I am sure Doku is also spotting that side if he has a dingo for green to hook a green. Okay, Lunas come down, 69 points. He's cruising home. Doko with BAANIRR. I don't think this will play now again. Wow. It's like he's not going to play bingo in this game where we can see Victor has done 3 bingos. There are some games you just don't have any control over. You play the first bingo with a blank, went again to get a second blank, get some couple of biggies, and kept scoring with the Q, the Z, and the X. Really impressive. This game. All right. Looking like Doko should do bad to 8-7, 27 points, keeping rain. Forgetting we still have a green right there. So that should be his top move. And he also has to reduce his cumulative spread to be able to keep his team in the race of the gold medal. So, like I was saying before, this decaf look like something that will fake ing if it is double F. Or I don't know. We can just quickly go through it. Yeah. All right. It doesn't. Okay. Okay. I was thinking, why would he do that instead of phased in the first move? But I'm sure he did that because it takes an extra hedge. But I don't think Victor saw that. All right. The rest was best move of bar, 27 points. Beautiful play, still keeping an A for green. The board is looking a bit short now. I'm not sure Victor is saying agreeing. CEEPIAU is Victor's rack to move and get a couple of points of 20, 25, 30 points in this round. In this turn, sorry. I expect him to be able to spot something cool. Doko has the K. Beautiful to fetch him some couple of points, but he has 3 A's. He's really facing a lot in this game, losing by this margin. The bookmakers will have predicted him to win with about maybe 60, 70 to 30%, But that's a Scrabble game. Promises you nothing. All right, Victor is to move, thinking deep on what to do. Yeah, we expect to see something cool with that set of rack. Peace. Okay, peace is cool. 38 points. Oh, better move of a piece from C3. That's a very cool move. BACLIOEANE for the 3 points apiece, but he opted for peace, the second best move for 38 points. Okay, I can see Doko doing something pretty cool with his K right there. RAKIA, keeping AN. Rakia. All right. That's a beautiful 5 letter word, 35 points. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So a piece might have blocked that, but anyway, he's still going to find something to play. Victor with 2 U's, 2 I's, and ORS to move. 321 to 493. This looks like it's gone already for Doko. Okay, it's doing something. I don't get that. I think he played. Oh, bro. Beautiful find. Beautiful find for 30 points. Wow, I like that. VROURINONY. Okay, congratulations to Victor. I know you'll be expecting one of his player or the 2 of them to also win the game, their games to consolidate this turn for them. Like we expected that Doko will see a green, and he has finished his remaining set of tiles there with Tina and a green. He fought gallantly well, but the tiles were not aligning. Wow. Victor is running down to check the fatted if it's correct with his phone. Final score 523,343. Wow. That's 180. Cumulative spread of 180 points against the current African champion. Congratulations to Victor. Despite playing a suboptimal move, fattened, he still won the game with a cool spread. I can see the players talking. I'm sure he's asking Doko if the fatted is correct. That's his first move. He doesn't want to take a chance of scoring 0. It now starts looking like maybe the fat. Is it a verb? Yeah, this is what we like to see: camaraderie, sportsmanship. Win or lose, you shake your opponent and keep your heads high, go for the next game. They're racking the board. Beautiful find, beautiful game. Yeah, I enjoyed the game. Though Doko had some